there's just a little bit more about the law of cause and effect, and then there will be a further discussion of a different law. I think it's going to be the law of compensation or something like that.
Remember that the strength of the will drives the momentum in the law of cause and effect. The will, when centered and in alignment with the heart and mind, has the power to perform miracles and, in these moments, to control the electron spin. This is possible when the individual is both clear and free of judgment. It is also possible when he or she understands that it is light that directs the currents of creation. Another important concept of the law of cause and effect is karma, mentioned earlier. The popular description for this phenomena is what you sow is what you reap. All that is experienced has had its roots grounded not only lifetimes ago, but also in this collective moment of time. This is truth. When unpleasant events become a part of one's life, it is helpful to know that these events have come for one of two reasons. Either there is unfinished business that must be resolved before the soul is allowed to move to a higher plane of existence, or there are lessons that must be learned to achieve a higher state of existence and enlightenment. There are no other reasons for karmic debts experienced within the law of cause and effect. All is designed for humans to evolve to higher states of consciousness. Since the harmonic convergence in 1987, all children of light have been freed of karmic debts, yet few have known this to be true. At that time, the dispensation was given that allowed all to begin their test of initiation, thus freeing themselves to journey on their paths to mastery. This is not to say that karma, both good and bad, has not been accrued, for all are still responsible for the individual daily actions that direct life. This is only stated to reveal that the events in one's life no longer are tied to the will of the past, but now are connected to a higher plane of existence that free the soul to achieve higher states of enlightenment and power. Nothing escapes the law. All is divine order. There is no such thing as chance occurrence or coincidence. To say that coincidence exists is to say that the events so designed could exist outside of universal mind and order. This cannot be. All is universal mind, and all is in order. All is law. Therefore, what this means for the initiate on the path is that one must begin to conquer the mind and the emotions. One must acquire self-love, enabling light to flow continuously from the source through consciousness and back to the source. All must be continuous and experienced in a circular fashion. When this is accomplished, the individual assumes a position of using the higher planes of existence over the lower planes of existence, and creates the utopia that is longed for within. Thus, freedom is experienced and bondage is gone. I trust that this adequately explains the law of cause and effect. Go in peace, harmony, and balance. I am El Moriai. Summary. The law of cause and effects relates to our freedom of choice. While we have free will to choose our actions in life, we are held responsible by the law of cause and effect. The difficulty most of us experience is learning that we have the ability to choose our outcomes and to develop the mastery over our behaviors needed to achieve positive results. In this sense, humans are provided the capability of moving beyond the third dimension and experiencing higher dimensions. Nothing occurs by chance or outside the law of cause and effect. We are responsible for creating our own reality, for every action produces a reaction. We can learn to identify the events in our lives that are the result of current behaviors, the result of past karma, our test of initiation for our spiritual growth. Developing the strength of our will and the clarity of our goals provides us with the power to create our own reality. When we have not developed spiritual awareness, we remain trapped in separating behaviors which inhibit our growth. We are controlled by the wills of others. We lack self-confidence, and it becomes a struggle to change our stereotypic behaviors. As we begin to achieve a higher level of consciousness in our lives, we are provided with lessons and experiences that enhance our spiritual growth and move us toward mastery. We gain control over our lives by avoiding extreme behaviors, developing a strong will and sense of purpose, and staying centered, calm, and peaceful at all times. Now, the next chapter, chapter 14, and this is the law of compensation.
And I will start that in the next video. Okay?